This channel is what studying abroad dreams are made of. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Hi everyone. So today I'm hoping to reach out to any of you who have ever considered doing an MBA in your future or are already in the process of applying to business schools. A common issue that many of you probably wrestle with is whether to apply to universities in India or abroad or both, perhaps. And I was in that situation myself, and I feel at the end of the day it is a personal decision. It's not a decision you can uh, you know uh, calculate on Excel. It depends a lot on your personal circumstances as well, so keep that in mind. However, having said that, I felt just discussing some of the key differences in this video might give you a framework in terms of thinking through this challenging question. So I think the first key difference I want to talk about are your career goals. Yes, not the cost, which I'm going to discuss at the very end. By career goals, I mean there are certain industries where it's just very difficult to get through the top of the line in a certain geography. So again, in my personal experience, I worked in investment banking, in India, in Mumbai, and that's a great place to be in if you're in India. But if you really want to do the best work in that industry, you need to be in a global financial hub like New York or London. So that shaped my decision, and similar considerations in whichever industry you are might shape yours as well. The other big difference is around entry requirements. I feel, and I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel Indian B schools still overwhelmingly rely on CAT scores as a entry filter. I know they have GD and PI rounds, etc., but that's my impression. I feel that's not the case for business schools outside. Speaking for US-based business schools, the admission committees look at three factors giving equal weight to each, and that would be your GMAT score, your professional and academic background, and the essays. In just seeing how you structure everything together, you bring your experience and how you showcase yourself to the admission committee. So that makes for a very different kind of an admission experience. You have to start preparing much earlier, for example, than you would for an Indian-based MBA program. Another, I would say, confusing bit around entry requirements is work experience. It's not uncommon to see Indian B school classrooms full of freshers or people with just 1 or 2 years of experience, and again, that's by design. That's what the admission process incentivizes, I feel, and that's a very different story abroad. So again, speaking for US business schools, the average work experience of the class here is going to be around 3 to 5 years. There's actually going to be a minimum threshold of roughly 2 years that people can get it out in very, very rare situations only. In fact, this minimum threshold might be even higher for European B schools because they attract a somewhat older clientele because of their 1 year MBA program. I know a lot of you might also be thinking about things like visa, possibility of getting a visa, how the political situation itself is changing. I'm not going to wade too much into that subject because it's very uncertain and not a whole lot that we can do at this stage. I mean, for me, I feel like if you do manage to get a good job and your career aspirations are clear, it's still very much possible to get at least an initial visa in US. I mean, with a lot of MBA programs being affiliated with the STEM degree. So essentially, the same thing that a guy doing an MS in computer science would be able to apply for an H-1B visa 3 times. Now, if you check, a lot of American business schools are also in the same, in the same category. So that improves your employability a lot. Finally, cost. Yes, that's a huge difference. And just putting some numbers on it, I remember at my time a good MBA program would set you back by 20-25 lakhs INR for 2 years, while an American 2-year residential MBA program can put you back by 80,000 to 120, 140,000 perhaps US dollars over a period of 2 years just for tuition. Yes, these numbers can look staggering at first glance, but remember, most people finance this through debt, which is easily obtainable for the top schools. And it's important to remember to put them in perspective, right? You're going to have your jobs, so which are going to be very highly paid as well. And also it's important to stretch your ROI beyond just the 2-year mark, right? Think in terms of lifetime earnings, think in terms of the lifetime reputation that you can build with a high quality American B school on your resume. So putting all those together, I hope you can get a clearer picture of what you really want, and hopefully that helps you decide whether you want to do an MBA in India or US or any other country for that matter. Thank you.